Oh my goodness, look at my messy table. So there's a couple of things before I do a little bit more on my little birdies. Okay, what's first? Oh, this. Okay, so Sarah was mentioning she loves little bits and pieces. So I sent her a DM on Instagram and said, hey, I've got a whole bag of little bits and pieces. So we did a little swap. So this is what Sarah has sent me. So I'm very excited to use some, maybe something on this one. There you go. So a bit of beautiful dyed sari silk. Got a few different, we sort of sent each other the same things. So a few different bits of antique rickrack and bindings. I love this. This is gorgeous. So, a couple of little tags. I sent Sarah some, and what else? Oh, this you would have seen this on her last video. Little bits of beautiful bits of lace. Well, these look very antique-y. So this was a fun little swap. I mean, obviously it costs money to post to each other, but she's in Sydney and I'm in Melbourne, so it's not too hard to do it for us. Some antique Suffolk puffs, gorgeous. And some antique laces. Oh, lovely. Thank you so much, Sarah. I'm just adorable. Lots of little bits and pieces. Oh, isn't this gorgeous? Look at that. Oh, I love that. Love it all. Oh, and oh, thank you. I'm so glad you sent some of your shibori dyed. That's exciting. I was hoping you'd put some of those in. And a couple of some ticking. And, okay, I'm not sure what all of these are. But it's a little bit like, it's a thicker, like almost like upholstery. And a bit more ticking. So a few antique-y bits. Gorgeous. So, oh, this matches, doesn't it? Look. All right, so that's one thing. Oh, this is my tag roulette. So I better get on to this month's one of those, behind with that. Now my book. So what I was thinking was, yes, May. So I thought I better check to see if I need my little month tag. So I do. April, May and June will be the last one for this series. Not sure if I'm doing the Christmas one. I'm just waiting to find out. There's a few other things in my life going on that will be completely different than normal. But anyway, it's not a secret. It's just not ready to put that in there. It's not ready to. It's just not. What's the word? Percolated. Hasn't finished percolating. That's the word. All right. Well, now I'm ready. Okay. I like this. It does match because it's blue and green, so I might just put a little bit somewhere. And it's always lovely when someone's sent you something from their own stash, because it's, you know, it just makes it a bit more special, I think. That's my thought. Let's have a look. That's what I was thinking. It's like is that periwinkle blue? I think that's a periwinkle blue, maybe. I don't know. Could be wrong. And I can't remember if I actually cut out or if I left it in, but this was a Lazy Daisy chain stitch on the branch and the feet. I think I left it in. I just got to the end of my editing and went, hang on, did I just totally cut that out somewhere in the middle because I was cutting out a bit of waffle? And So if it's not there, that's what happened. That's how it is. Sometimes I cut out my waffles. Oh, now I feel like having waffles for breakfast. It's early morning and I already did have some porridge, so forget it. You tasty waffles that are calling my name, you can wait for later. Been watching Sarah's video, so now I'm going to do a quilter's knot. I just don't do them very often, and that's why. Where did it go? I lost it. Didn't even work. Oh dear. There you are, Sarah. Did a quilter's knot. Which way would I like this? And is that where? I think that is where. I like it. It's beautiful. Just going to stitch it down with, let's just see, just a straight stitch, I think, or running stitch. And didn't those packs from Lisa-Matic look divine? I haven't watched Rachel's video yet, I just watched Sarah's. Rachel's was next on my lineup on the YouTube watching. So I just saw what Sarah was showing. Tell you what, I wouldn't mind. In September, Lisa-Matic's doing a class in Sydney. Maybe I'll be there. Who knows? I don't know where I'll be. Just everything's a bit up in the air at the moment. Stay tuned. Okay. There, that's lovely. Now I'll always remember that Sarah and I did this cute little swap of little bits and pieces, which we both love so much. Okay, so this looks like it's coming out of the branch, even though it's technically a forget-me-not. If you imagine that branch is coming down here. This one, it's got a bit covered up. It's like a background thing. Trying to make sense of it. Could that be coming from a tree over here? Yeah, I like it there. So, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to do trusty pliers. Some strands. I'll find some other blues as well to mix in. Definitely need the pliers for all of these ones. I think I might leave quite a bit of this flower there, but just kind of make this like the shadow and light of the painting. It's just additional embellishments. I'm just looking at that middle, that even though it's green, because I've used that yellow in the little eyes, I might do a big yellow French knot in the middle, and it'll make it a little like a giant forget-me-not. I do love forget-me-nots, they're gorgeous little flowers. Some over here. I like that. That went in nicely. That's not very big, so I'll see how much I can get of the French knot. How many wraps? Maybe 7. Oh, that's good. That's exactly what I was thinking. Lovely. Okay. Now, this blue. There's so much of that. I'll find something else to do with that, I think. What about this dark? Now, I don't think I want to make it really thick. I think 2 or 3 strands, maybe 2 because it's darker. How does everyone else break their threads up? I do it like this. Get my thumb and my finger and just separate them. I think other people do it in a way that looks a lot easier. But I get there. I get there in the end. I mean, maybe everyone else does it this way too. I don't know. This way I will get the ends. Just a little bit more of this outer edge will be secured doing this. Because I'll take it right out to the edge. Now it's a little bit wibbly wobbly as a flower, but that's okay, I don't mind. Love a bit of wibble wobble. Really just nice to do that little contrast and get a little bit more light and shade. And the texture as well with the threads over the material, I just love it. Now I have left the little green leaves on, and there's a little pink flower there. Just considering whether I want to just cut around here or not. I thought about that when I was cutting it out, and I thought I'd leave it there. But now I'm thinking maybe it would have been better to do that. I don't know, what do you think? I know what I'm going to do. Just going to do a little quick bit of black straight stitch here, running stitch. because all my stitching has been white. And it's just a little additional embellishment, like little crosses or little fly stitch bits or something like that. That'll just keep that end down without it needing to be either cut off or additionally embellished. One of the things I like about these are, well, a lot of what I've seen people doing, which is great, is that this slow stitching, there is a little bit of a patchiness, like, you know, like it makes it seem older because it's like it's been patched together. And I really love that. I do love that, it's great. Ye olde patchwork, that's what it looks like. With all different materials from different eras. Okay, I liked adding that little flower. I don't know if I've got that green. I think that's the closest that I've got. Unless I do a darker. No. This will do. So this is the other way I do a knot, which is the way I was taught. Roll it round, then roll it off and just do that. So it's round once, and when you roll it off you're basically doing that and getting a knot. So that's how I was taught when I was little. Hard to break old habits. Occasionally I do quilter's knots. Don't think it really particularly matters, so long as you get there in the end and get what you need to do. Get the end result. I secured it with a back stitch on the middle leaf line, and now I'm doing like really just a satin stitch, but I'll use a darker green to get the leaf, the middle of the leaf. It's not funny, some threads are just a bit more knotty than others. And this one is particularly so. Now, just contemplating whether I want to do this one, but I think I should, because I think it just sort of sticks out a little bit as being different. I'll finish this off camera. All right, so I'll be back. Okay, I'm back and I'll show you where I got up to. So I've made the little May, June tag. I've sewn the base of it on. So what I was doing was sewing the word on here and using this as a, as a sort of a pad to sew. But I've usually, I do them either side, but I've just actually sewn this one on so it's attached because I wasn't quite sure what I was doing here, whether I was adding another page in or whether I was just joining those two together. So I wasn't sure about that yet. Now, since I was here last, which was only a second ago for you, I have done all of the 2 different colour blues. I've started to put little French knots in the middle, and then I noticed these ones are more like 2, so I've done 2 bullion knots. So that's what I was up to last night. There's my trusty little needle book. So I'm just doing 2 bullion knots for that yellow. Then I might sew it in. Oh, this is a hard one to get it in there. Oh, excuse my sniffle. Oh, didn't put a knot in the end. Okay. Now, this is actually really thick, this bit, so hopefully I can get this through. Might end up having to use the pliers for the last bit. Usually I go the other way. Anyway, I just am making it long enough to fit that yellow bit there. I definitely need the pliers. One. No, that's not right. Oh, wow, sniffle, sniffle, sniffle. Rightio. Now, I did actually the other day go this way and found that was easier. I don't know that it matters. Didn't seem to make a difference before. Going the opposite way. Just secure that down. And tie it off. Well, thanks to the people who put comments on my, just down there in the comments section. That's nice, it's lovely, thank you very much. It's always welcome. Now, something I thought, I've always just sewn around these, so I wanted to do that. I thought, use a bit of this ancient cotton. Oh, I should have blown my nose. Winter in Australia. Well, it's winter on Sunday or Monday. That is not acceptable. Don't like winter. It's just boring. It's boring as. That's what the problem with it is. Right, that's let's just do this to get these two together. Oh, I'm going to blow my nose, 1 sec. Oh, that's better. Should have done that before I started videoing, of course. Never mind. Now this just keeps these together so they're not sort of flapping around. And this way you can kind of also make sure that you've got them matching up the way you want them to be. I'll do a back stitch along here. Now, what am I doing? Alright, so which have I joined? So I haven't joined these together. I joined them at the top but not at the bottom. I think that's because I was going to put something green along here, but I haven't quite worked out what that is yet. So I'm just thinking, I'm not ready to sew this in, I don't think. Maybe I can. I can probably sew it. Maybe I'll just pin it first. I can do some sewing and get it down. I might leave that because then I can join that to something else if I want to. Just like that maybe. Ready for June. Although I don't know if I want June to be here and then that's straight into the book. Because at the start we've sort of got the little intro, haven't we? So I'm thinking something else is going to go. Maybe another one of these can be joined in to here. Right, so all I've been doing, I've been getting some little small stitches just to get it onto the page. They don't have to be big. They can be invisible stitches, they can be straight stitch, running stitch, however you like, so long as you're just getting it down. I've got a bit off camera there. Ready for June. Could do more with the black if I wanted. Tuck that under. And so on. So I'm realising that even if July we're starting a new one, I have quite a bit still to do in this as an overall book, but that's okay because that can really be done anytime. In front of the TV, perhaps. Right, so it's not always easy to get in this bit, but we just, as long as we hold it down, it's going to be okay. I mean, I've been so inspired by this project. I have to do the next one, really, when you think about it. Oh dear, it's it'll keep me going through winter, I think. Otherwise I won't do much of anything except my own little bits in front of the TV at night. Oh, that sounds depressing, doesn't it? Should be a bit more active. All right. I will go and source a little bit of material for here. Just finish sewing this. Go and have a look in my big box of scraps. Now I'm thinking I might use a little bit of this material that was my green and bluey background because it'll blend it in a bit. I mean, I could use a bit of this. I could use a bit of that, couldn't I? I don't know why. I was thinking green because it would blend in with the flowers, but I could use a bit of that. Oh, I've even got a bit of something like this that could just go there. What else? A little bit of this one. I could put, there's no wider ones of this green, but I guess I could I just could put it along there and just cut it to the edge of the page and have a bit of the pink there. Let's do that while I'm looking at it. Yeah, all right, that looks good. I like it. Don't know if I'm doing that now. I'm going to finish this first. I've got absolutely no idea how long this video is now. When you stop and start and do a few different recordings, you have no idea whether you've gone way over time. Last one I had to cut right back from about 50 minutes down to 40 something, 40 or 35. It was just way too long. So, I think I've officially finished May. I think. I mean, you never know. It's one of those things where you can always come back. Well, I've got 50 pairs of scissors here. I don't know why. Anyway, oh, I know. I haven't finished sewing everything down because I've got to do something for this page. I might make it, I'll have to cut some more of these sheets, of these. Oh, there's two there. Oh, I can join that and make that June. I thought there was only one. There you go, I could have been sewing that together all that time. Alright, so I've got this to put here. I could make it like an index page, I suppose. I'm not quite sure what Rachel and Sarah had planned. At the end, we've got the front page, we've got the stitches, but I could put a little page that's an index page of all the bits and pieces I've done, like we did with the tags with Anne, or with the slow stitch book with Anne. March, April, put that down there. That's finished being sewn. It's like a voodoo doll, isn't it? And now we'll have June. And June may very well go here. I don't know, I think there's a lot of pages. I might, yeah, no, I will finish sewing this, look at this page and what's going there, and then I can finish sewing these pages all together so they're like a proper little book. and then I'll be able to work out how it's sitting and whether or not I'm just adding in a page here, because even when they're sewn on, they don't all come out like a concertina fold. They're going to be like pages of a book once I've finished. I mean, I could have made them like a concertina, I guess. All right, I'm going to think about that. Think about that overnight, and I'll upload this video and then get ready for June. Right, here we go. That's going there, definitely. All right, faffing around. That's it for May, I reckon. Very good. Right, done. I will see you in the next one. I hope everyone's well. Lots of love and hugs.